of your topic, your chapter, or you're going to work towards that. So, um, how's that sound for folks? Cool. It's a work day basically for folks. Let's see. And in terms of the current event, I asked folks just an open-ended question if there's anything that you've learned about recently. There's a lot of stuff going on. And I think there's a couple examples around, again, all the anti-agents hate crimes that are happening. Um, and COVID, I think, is the main things on people's minds right now. Um, Please be safe out there. I know it's crazy, especially if you're Asian American, around what's going on with what's happening on a national level. One and the COVID stuff, obviously, nothing new, but obviously, please take care of yourself. I think someone said they're offering the vaccines. And I think that was Josh. Do you have more details, Josh?
It's in Cal State LA. They have like they're giving the Johnson & Johnson one shot
Oh,
vaccine.
okay. So are the SoCal folks here? I know there's a handful of you. Um, Depending on where you're at, LA is pretty big. Um, that's an option. I'm not sure where state is at this moment, but there are. If you want to take the vaccine, please try to schedule. I know it's hard. Sometimes there's no open slots, but I think that's just part of the game right now. Um, of trying to get an appointment, but I think they're lowering the ages too, so that's going to even make it more difficult to get those spots. Um, Other current events out there that folks want to highlight? All righty. So, like I said, we're pretty much working on this ethical historiography project. ETP should be EHP. Um, for the next few weeks, for sure. And I think this week a topic proposal was due. So I saw 4 submissions. There are 10 groups at this moment. So I need folks to kind of maybe draft that today. If you haven't already, it's due tomorrow. And then if you're already ahead of that game, start working on the annotated bibliography. So Nia, oh, sorry, backwards. Nia said there's appointments for the Johnson & Johnson in Alameda today. So um, take a, take, check that out, see if there are still appointments. So just a reminder, the annotated bibliography is basically what sources are out there that's going to help you write this chapter about this historical moment from the community that you picked. Some of you picked, I believe, women, workers, or the labor movement, Native Americans, Latinx community. So you're going to take those sources, list them today, and kind of work through the annotated bibliography. And there is a template on your iLearn for the ethical historiography project. And in that, it gives you particular bullet points for guidance. So explain the main points of the source, assessment of the author. So a little background of who this person is, who's writing it, if they've been doing this for 30 years or for 3 years. Who is this person? Who's the source intended for? So who's the audience that this author is writing to? 2 to 3 sentences to describe the systems, levels of, and types of oppression that we've been talking about in this class. And analysis of the cultural capital this source discusses. How is it contributing to the development and the growth of this particular community that you're looking at? And the source bias, what particular things, what perspective are they taking, writing their article, and how will the source of support the development of your chapter. So think about this as like a checklist. There will be 8 sources, 4 from primary and 4 from secondary. And that's what we'll be working on today. Questions? These are the groups. I still have to set the groups up, but I believe I shared a Google Doc for folks to kind of log in the different sources, and also kind of like a resource, a reference for folks to kind of go back to while they do this project. So here's the link. Let me know if it works. No. Okay, so for those who it works, okay. So I'm going to set up the breakout rooms according to these groups. Notice individuals who haven't necessarily found a home, and then or they have, and I have to update that. So we'll get hopefully a more defined list today, especially with the topic proposal being due. So give me a second while I create the breakout rooms. And